Welcome, everyone. Welcome,
Perfect.
welcome. Hey, I'm Katie, designer of Light from Lantern Knitting Patterns, here with my best friend and fellow yarn companion, Heather from UU Yarns. This way,
Hello.
this way. I see you
Yeah,
here in my view,
I
but
s-
maybe you see me over here, huh?
exactly. Yes. Whichever way.
It's the internet universe. Nothing matters.
Exactly.
It's all does what it
Ah.
wants. Yeah.
Yes,
So,
I am Heather, the owner of UU Yarns, little boutique yarn brand, and I am happy. Like here we are at the end of the River Mitts knit along.
woo.
Yeah.
Yes, it was quick, but I still managed to finish. Okay, well, admittedly, I only did one mitt because I already had the other one, but it was a great excuse, I guess, motivator to actually do the second one. So that's a bonus.
You also just moved across the country, so
I did. Hey, you're right. I moved all the way across the country and I still finished something. So that's
I
fun.
mean, having anything done is kind of
Oh, yeah. Well, speaking of that, one of my favorite aspects, I guess, of getting all of my stuff back here and unpacking, which is my more favorite part than the packing part. I don't know about you, but packing, I'm like, I
yeah,
don't care where it goes, just put it in a box and get it out of here. But the unpacking, I like to unpack. So,
that's good. Well, now you have a
yes.
whole new area to figure out.
Yeah, that has its own fun challenges, but stay tuned. Maybe I'll do like vlogs and stuff on that because I need other people's opinions. People are usually so shy to give them, right?
Right.
So one of the things that I unpacked, as I mentioned in our last video, were my many, many samples that I have made of river mitts over the years. First of all, these, right, that I made with us together. So
Yeah,
this is the worsted weight out of your Heathers.
yeah.
Eee.
It looks
Oh,
like the lavender and the aquamarine. They look great together.
yep. And because I measured the first mitt, I and then I also, well, I weighed the one mitt and then I weighed what I had left of my yarn and then was able to count the rows to see like, okay, I had a little bit more of one color versus the other color. And I was able to make
Oh,
the offset color pair here all through
it
just the
looks
two skeins.
perfect.
It's crazy,
Yeah,
right?
it
Love
looks
it.
super fun. Yes.
They mismatch, but they do match, you know?
Yeah. Well, those colors are so much more subtle, so I don't know. They work
That's
together. You
true.
kind of don't notice until you're like, "Oh yeah, what's going on there?"
Yep, exactly. But I also have the rest of these that I have over here are all the fingering weight versions. So if you are more into a color matching of both of them, then you might enjoy this pair.
Those are cute.
Ooh, yes. So
Yeah.
it's sapphire, the gray, which I can't remember the name
Brush
of, and
silver,
yes, and then the lilac again, I believe.
lavender,
Lavender, sorry.
sapphire.
1 out of 3 is not bad. Goodness, yes.
Yeah. No, the good thing about that's why, when I design my yarn, it's kind of like, okay, there's a purple, there's a light purple. And then when a store calls up and says, "I need more of that lilac," I say, "The lavender?" And they go, "Yeah, that." So it's like there's not 17 shades of lavender happening. There's one nice.
Yeah, and you were smart, unlike me, who tried to be cute and then learned the hard way that if you name your colors something like "wow" and "pop," then nobody knows what the heck those colors actually are.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. No, that doesn't occur to me.
Oops. So,
Oh,
sorry,
well,
guys. Yeah.
that's okay. You left that company.
That's true, yes. All
It's
positive, though. They
that's
weren't
a
like
their problem now.
that's right, yeah. Sorry, Cassell, sorry.
Ah,
Um, so then I also have this pair because I got real into having 3 colors, and I was like, "Okay, well, I have this one with the green and the tan and the berry. Forest, right? Forest fern?
yes.
Wheat?
Nailed it.
Berry?
3 out of
Okay,
3.
Y'all, yes. Yes. Yeah, so and then I have,
Oh,
like, again, sort of an inverse here,
yes, I love that.
but then the cast-ons are still the same, but or the bind-offs rather.
Yes, I like that. It's a
Fun.
cute little touch. Oh, uh,
She gets
is yeah,
it.
Rowan went through that nonsense name phase. Rosie was that purple, for example. That's funny. Um, yeah, I remember there was like, there was a color called sage, but it was like a lavender color, like a light purple, but it was like the flower of the sage, not
Mm. Yep.
not the leaf of the sage that we usually think of, or there's all
Exactly.
sorts of. Or there was one I remember called gasoline. Do you ever think like what color is
Gasoline.
gasoline? Like it is a pretty pink color, but do you think that in the front of your mind?
Um, no. I mean, I think the only company at one point that I would have accepted a gasoline would have been, like, some sort of hand dyer where it's, like, kind of muddled and stuff, but again, how
Right.
do you
Right. It's not a common
mhm.
color that you like go for. So,
And
yeah.
also, like, is it that appealing sounding? I don't know. What do I know? So, yeah.
Oh geez, sorry.
Thomas, here is your reminder.
Oh,
Go
what's
to
the
my
reminder?
meeting.
Sorry. That work from home life.
I love it. Too funny.
So yeah, if you are here and you did finish your river mitts or you've made it through one pair, what did you think? Did you get through the, cuff divide?
Mhm.
Um, we have all the steps up in the community, but we didn't
That's right.
necessarily like not that much chatting was going on over the weekend. It was just a long weekend, so I don't know.
Yeah, everyone was just busy knitting. Too busy to be social, I guess. Or maybe they were out
Exactly.
being
Yes.
actually social.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. Or
that's a
maybe
good point.
just yeah. Um so yeah, if you are here and you finished one, we'd love to hear about it. I love Katie's little steps of, oh, I made a whole new pair.
Wow, good job,
Fingering weight
Sasha.
just cast off last night. That's rad. Way
Woo!
to go.
Amazing.
That's
And
like
was it oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say that's like partway to that's like most of a pair of socks in a week. That's
That's
awesome.
true, yes. Just missing the heel, but it's probably just as much knitting, so
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
yep. Ah, well, way to go. Nice
I
job.
know.
No matter how much progress you made, congratulations. So, any stitch is a
Right.
victory.
Exactly. That is yes.
That's
I
life. Yeah.
agree entirely.
Oh, one more pair I want to show off. So, this pair, I did one where this is the smaller size, the regular size, and then this is the larger size, the slouchier
Oh.
size, which
Oh.
so this is the thinner,
Yeah. A
this
little
is
more
the
snug.
wider.
Oh, okay. I see. I guess that's just a choice in fit, isn't it?
Yep. If you're someone
They
who
both
hates it being really tight on you, this is a good
yeah.
option.
Well, and sometimes I don't know, there was that whole like, like slouchy, yeah, I don't know, it's just a vibe too.
That's true, right? The slouch hat and everything was a big thing and oversized
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, that's true. It's cool.
Um, I like yeah, you're gonna try and make a so is that Sasha? Did you tell me last time?
Yes.
Alexandra is Sasha? Okay, good.
Yep.
Um, I think I'm going to try and make a coordinating hat with my leftovers. I love that.
Ooh.
I think
Oh.
that would be darling.
Is it gonna have, like, a double brim? Is that a thing? Huh?
I don't know. I don't know if
Oh.
that's a thing or not.
Maybe it could be.
Oh,
Yes, she said yes. Wow, okay, well, I can't wait to see what that's gonna look
I
like.
know, I
Yeah.
know. I like a coordination. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, I guess you could do that kind of, like, with socks too, right? If you wanted, like, a double cuff here, maybe? I don't know. Maybe that would be too crazy.
That is perfect. I
Too
think
much
I
thickness.
like the color popping out. I was just reading her comment. Perfect. Double red
Yes.
brim with the inner color peeking out. I think that's genius. Yes. Great. There we go. Now we've nailed down the comments. Thank you.
I'm new to the comment thing, so sometimes it takes me a while to be like, how do I boot someone who's being a problem? I don't know. Part of me is like, hey, I'm just happy people are looking, but it'd also be nice if they were cool. So
Yeah, exactly. I'm always happy to welcome new people into the community, but ones that actually give,
Yes,
care.
exactly. Yeah, right. Yes, that indeed. So, oh my goodness, she says double ribbed brim with the inner color peeking out.
Super cute.
Ooh, very nice. Well, hopefully you'll tag us in the progress that you're making if you're still on social media or whatever, so that we can follow along. Or
Yes, I know.
send me an email. That's still a thing. You can just email
Yes,
people.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't have to be, or in the community, which is a
That's right.
nice. It's a knitting zone.
Yes. Trying to take a break from
I'm taking a break
Instagram.
from IG, but I'll email for sure. Yes. And if you did hop on to the community, that you can always post a picture in there. That's good too. Okay.
Okay.
Never. So
Probably not.
yeah. So you did say though that one knitter learned magic loop for doing this?
Yes. So I got an email from Sue during the knit along, and she
I
was
know
asking,
Sue.
yeah, I had a feeling she might have been one of your followers or friends or whatever. Yeah, she did not know how to do magic loop before, was using
Cool.
double points. And I said, well, I can probably, tweak the instructions to give you a little more clarity on how to use double points instead. And she was like, no, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to learn how to do it. And did. It was like later that night, I got an email that was like, no problem. I got it. Thanks so much. So,
Yay.
yay. That is the real magic of knitting and crafting and everything, is pushing yourself outside of your boundaries a little bit, because maybe this is now her best go-to skill now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, I think it's nice. Like magic loop comes in handy from time to time. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just drop back to my double points.
I love the historicalness, it looks so impressive to use double pointed needles. And I've
Yes.
never had a problem knitting with them before, except for the fact that after I'm done using one, my brain disconnects from my hand, and the one that's no longer in use, I will always put it somewhere and be like, I just had it, where'd I put it?
That happens to me with 2 at a time, like 2 circulars at a time.
Oh, yep.
And the other one, those flexi flips. Those
Just
double
bounce
ended.
around.
Oh my god, I tried to do a pair of sleeves. I know
Mhm.
Sue used those too. Yeah, no, I sat there it took me the longest time to figure it out again, and then I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, right. It's cute, but I think they're hard. They're not always so easy to use, those flexi
Yeah.
flips.
Yeah. So
Yeah. But you never lose the other needle when you're magic looping, because it's like having your mittens on a string.
right. Oh my god. My grandma always put my mittens on a string.
There you go. And you never lost one unless you lost them both. So,
Yeah. And they would yeah, my mom would always tuck it through your jacket.
Yep, they go through
So
the
your mittens were just
sleeves.
at the ready.
That's right. Yes. It would be extra handy now with texting. You just pull them off and they're still right there, and then you put them back on.
True.
Although you don't have to do that with these, as we know. So that's handy.
Right. Sasha says, for 2 at a time, I prefer 2 circulars. Otherwise, magic loop is my favorite. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why the preference towards one versus the other in that situation, Sasha? I'm just curious. Ooh. Yeah, I pretty
Ooh.
much only ever do magic loop unless I can do it on a full-length circular, but I can't do those teeny tiny little circulars because I use my whole hand. And so to have just the 1 inch worth of a needle, I'm like, I
Oh,
can't hold on to this. The
I
little
know.
tiny circulars, they're so
I made
cute though.
I made a sleeve with a set of shorty circs, and I might rip it out. I'd like lose track. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta really lay it out on the table and investigate it before I make a choice.
Mm. Feels fiddly. She's saying feels fiddly to get the second sock to sit right, easier to show than describe. Oh, well, that makes sense.
So yeah. So if you're doing two at a time, it's easier to use two circulars. Then yes, somebody in my knitting group was doing that
Hmm.
on Monday. Yeah, and she said one circular was long, and then one she had shorter. She had a whole method for it. I was like, oh, I know.
Oh.
That's why I love. Yeah, no, knitters always have their own little jam going on. It's great.
Clever. See, don't be afraid to step outside the box and try something new or, share it forward with a friend because maybe they don't
Exactly.
know.
Yeah. No.
Yep. Actually, when I do the separation for the cuff in my mitts, I usually do either a longer circular needle for like the one that I'm not using, or I'll do it in a different like needle altogether. Like I was using the olive wood to hold the stitches on the one so that I didn't accidentally grab it and start like
Oh.
knitting the other side
Yeah.
before you get some progress up there. Yeah, it's
Right.
helpful.
Oh, well, there you go. I used two brands, so the tips were visibly different. Then
Mm,
I learned, there you go.
there you
Almost the
go.
same day.
See, great minds. Yeah.
Perfect. We should have just had
Yes.
you come on.
Right. Yeah. Next time, Sasha, you're on here too. Oh my goodness. That's
Okay.
fun.
Well, I mean, this was a fun little knit along. And yeah, I think it's just such a great pattern. It's just so clever and cute and cozy. I love it. Was just fun to knit as they are to wear, I think.
Yep.
Like, I just think it's such a clever pattern, and I love that there's a worsted weight version now.
Yay. Me
So
too. Yeah.
I know. Just so cute.
And so
I
many like the
know.
color possibilities are endless, which I think makes making, many pairs of them really
I know.
enticing. Yeah,
Totally.
so um I also was thinking, so this was so fun. It's only January. There's a whole year ahead in theory.
In
What if we
theory. It's always in theory.
That's true. What if we did like another knit along at some point? You and I have done many collaborations in terms of yarn
Yeah.
and patterns, and I thought maybe I could show off a few. So if anybody has any feedback, you can always leave a
Ooh.
comment. Or if there's another one that we don't talk about that you're like, what about this one? Then let me
Okay.
know because I have several patterns, as you know, and I'll link them all down below in case you want to look at them at your leisure. But first off, I have my little moon shawl here.
Ooh.
Just a
That
little
is pretty. I know. I've always really liked that.
little kerchief style there.
It
Fun.
matches my shirt.
It does, yes, indeed. Or if you're in a colder climate, like so many people at this point, you might enjoy the ironically named sun shawl,
Yeah.
which is similar,
Oy.
very similar design, but in worsted weight.
Yeah. You can really see the bobbles on that one too.
Oh yeah, yeah, Sasha, this is for you, Bobbles. My little bobble friend. Yes, so that one's fun. And this is all slip stitch color work, so it's very easy.
Perfect.
Yes. I also this is
Bobbles.
bubbles. Yep. You can't escape them. They're with us forever now. This is my traveler's talisman in different colors out of your fluffy fingering here
That is pretty.
also. So it's a rectangular wrap shawl scarf situation. So it's fun. Huh? Huh?
That is pretty.
Yep. Let's see. What else do I have over here? Oh,
I don't think I'd really seen that one.
oh. I haven't really taken great pictures of it, which again, much like the pattern that I didn't write, is helpful, right? Sorry. This is the year I get my act together with this
That's
stuff.
okay. Don't worry. No pressure.
I say that every year. So maybe this year will be the one I do it. Self-love cowl. Maybe you remember this
Oh, I
little
love that
fun.
one.
This one has these puff stitches in it, which makes it really textural, and it's kind of like a bobble, but not,
But you
like,
don't have to
as
close it back.
attached.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't close it back down.
Yep, exactly. So you just end up doing, like, a little short row to make the extra-ness extra fabric to bump
Yeah.
up. Yeah, and that one's really fun. This one, if you're a subscriber to my newsletter, Pancakes is always wearing on the bottom. We're
Oh,
both wearing it.
yeah.
So, yeah, that was a fun one. Oh, okay, Sasha has an idea. Adding a button edge, along the traveler's talisman so you can button it like a shrug if you don't want it like a scarf.
Ooh.
Ooh, great idea. Well, maybe that's what I'll do with this one as a little sampler for that because I need photos anyway, as we've talked about.
Well, there you go.
And then one more. So this is out of your EU So Sporty, and this is the Wish
Yay.
Cowl.
I love that one.
This one is very fun. Again, it's is this one slip stitch? Actually, I don't think it is. But it's only like a 2 by 2 and it's very easy. You don't have to really worry about floats and locking floats and any of
Yeah.
that. It's like much easier. And this one is all designed around a wish that is incorporated through the color that you choose in this part, and it has a whole guide on it. It's very
Yeah.
fun.
I know.
And
I like that one. And then we pulled together like the color combos we put together on that one are kind of like based around like dreamy wishes, passionate wishes, like all
mhm.
sorts of different. And then it comes with the pattern, and it also comes with this whole guide about like developing your wish and what to think about while you're knitting that project. I think it's a really cute kind of like it's kind of that like prayer shawl
Mhm.
philosophy where you're like thinking about the person you're making something for, but this is like, you're sort of infusing a different
Yes.
um, thought as you make your project for that. And maybe it's a wish for you, maybe it's a wish for the person you're giving it to.
Yep, exactly. And it's just a fun way to choose colors. So often, having worked at a yarn store, I'm sure you can relate. People are like, well, but what colors though? And so this almost takes like the pressure off of you just having to choose from every color available because now you're like, okay, well, what color would I think of if I was trying to ground myself? Maybe
Yeah.
that's like a darker color. Maybe that's like a lighter color
Yeah.
versus like what does this wish what color is that in my mind? Like this one is for clear communication because aquamarine is historically sort of surrounded in that communication realm. And so clear communication while you're wearing this outside, especially if it's cold, can be nice because I always get a little snippy when I'm cold. So good to mind your P's and Q's, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sasha's saying she started spinning yarn for a wish cowl and then lost track of everything. Oh no! I vote you do a knit along for that one so she has motivation to finish.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
Deal.
I'll take
Somewhere
a
in
vote.
here, I do have another one that I started. So
Oh,
that would be also a good motivating factor for me. So, and also I got to find it somewhere. But that's for another day. So,
fun.
all right, good. One vote for Wish Cowl. Let us know what your thoughts are.
I like that.
Yeah. What about you? What do you have going on?
Oh, um, I don't really even know. I've been
Well,
working. What?
oh, that's okay.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, what of these projects would you want to maybe
I
do a
know. Well,
future knit along with?
I think the Wish Cowl is actually one of my favorites. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
really like those kits we put together for that one. And yeah, no, I think that one is, yeah, one of my
It's
favorites for sure.
still like a pretty quick knit
It
again because
is.
there's like different sections and you're kind of motivated as it changes. It's not just like lots of the same repeating, which always
Yeah.
burns me out. So,
Right. Yeah, no, and I like how it's color work and then texture and yeah, just kind of some back and forth. Yeah, it's a
mm-hmm.
fun one.
All right. Well, it's definitely on the short list.
All right. Yeah,
Yay.
I think I could agree on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And You So Sporty is perfect for like, I don't know, it's good for any time. It's
It's a
like just
great
such a great, Yeah.
in between thickness,
Mhm.
like not too thin. It's very Goldilocks of yarn.
It kind of
Not too
is.
thick, not too thin, still
Right.
tons of colors, like so great. Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't
So
take too long to knit. You can make it snug if you want to. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, no, it's a fun yarn.
Sasha says sport weight is tragically unappreciated or
Yes.
underappreciated.
Underappreciated.
True, very true.
I would
Yes.
have to agree with you. I know. I make one of the only like true sport weights on the market.
Oh yeah, sport and DK was always like struggle bus. So thank you for filling the gap. Awesome. All right. Well, anything else we want to mention or chat
No,
about
like,
before we pop out?
we'll be hanging out in the community. I know you're in there. You're a host as
Yep.
well. So
Yep.
we can yeah, answer any questions. If you're still working on your river mitts, that is A-O fine. You take as long as you need. We are here. So
That's
you can
right.
always find the community if you go to uu.com/community, or it's at the top of the page in the menu bar. So it's always hanging around.
Yes. And I have it in the description too to make it super
Okay.
easy. You can just click. And so, yeah, join us, won't you? And let us know
Perfect.
about a future knit along, what
I
you
know.
might
Maybe I'll put a
want.
poll. I'll put a poll at the bottom of this one.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. They will definitely have feedback that I am excited to hear about. So,
Yes.
yay. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks everyone for knitting along with us. No matter when you're watching this, even if it's like 6 months from now and you're like, hey, I could watch this one video one day and then the next one, like whenever I'm finished, and make your own knit along anytime. Imagine that.
Exactly.
So,
Well, yeah.
time. It's relative. All right.
That's funny.
That's all I got. Anything else?
I don't have anything else. I think this was a lot of fun, and we'll see you around and maybe for the next one.
Yay. All right, everybody. Until next time, have a great week and we'll see you soon. Bye.